Morning, everyone. Yep, I'm back. I just got another message. Well, other than I know that the group saw some of them, and the rest, you told the rest about it. Like I said, you can't run, you can't hide, because the universe will put you to the ground until the authorities get there. But and among others. But anyway, I mentioned about about these fake pages. I thought it, but I didn't say anything. And I just got the message just now. They I was told, why didn't you say what you thought? I said, because it wasn't time. Well, now it is. Now, these fake pages, all the ones that, I used to follow, and you decided to, pretend that, you were them. And, I didn't notice about others until it started, with me. And then all of a sudden I started getting things just popping up that I haven't seen in a long time, that I used to follow, which I didn't know I was blocked, that things were happening there too. So there, I know you are following me everywhere I am on all platforms. But the thing is, why I'm laughing is I know your game plan, thinking that you're not going to get caught because you're trying to ruin someone, other than coming after me for no reason. Why? I don't know. I mean, other than trying to figure out who my DM is and, blah, 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 whatever. Everyone, keep an eye on it, because they're trying to be, it's called romance scammers. That's what they're trying to be, to cover up everything. They figured, let's get more people in. But some of them are the ones that they get together, that is in the group. This way they can talk to each other. Okay, take me for instance. How we're going to get them, how are we going to get her now, or whatever. So this way, they won't get caught. That's why they ask for, like I said in my other way back, I think in the beginning of those videos, they'll ask for donations. They'll ask for, oh, can you, help out, for some type of charity, or Well, I need to, my cards, something's wrong with them. Um, they're locked out, or um, well, can you, because of my cards or whatever is locked out, I need to pay my manager, for keeping an eye on you, or, keeping up on something. I forget what it was, but along those lines. But then they're also sending, um, you know, truthfully, I didn't even know that these people had managers or whatever, you know, um, or what are those people are called? What? Oh, admins, that are supposed to, keep an eye on their pages or whatever. This way, nobody gets fooled or whatever. But most of them are part of it. Well, you know, because of, you follow, we're asking donations for admins or managers or whatever. And then after that breath, figure of speech. I love you so much. Stuff like that to keep it going, you know. And if you love me, I don't know why you can't help, stuff like that. So keep an eye out for that. And there is a person who tracks them down. They know about it too. At one point, at one section, I heard that they did, bring those ones down, because that was an actual. So, yeah, all the years, since 1982, I heard it all. Or 1983, I forget. But at that time, I didn't know that it was actually going on, until I found out that I was blocked from somebody, you know. So, yeah. You know, so, it's also being done to men too. Like I said in my beginning videos, you know, of the fake page they were using. That's how it all started, whatever. It was men and women who I was speaking to, but they didn't know that I knew that. Like I said in the other videos, you know. But now it's all getting out of hand with that too. But I also noticed, I know it's the same ones, because everyone that I followed, They were blocked from me. And the fake ones were replaced in their whatever. I noticed that. But I also notice the ones that I'll just say on here, you know, if I see a video or whatever, all of a sudden they're starting to get, you know, targeted. I'm going to say it now. You're not going to know who I called my family. You're not going to know unless we say it, who my DM is. And what I'm up to. Because truthfully, I never know what I'm up to because I change constantly. And I've been doing that since I was little. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why. And I'm trying to be funny with that one. I mean, I know why. And so does all of you. And the other thing is, you're never going to figure me out. Never. Because I know when it's time, when God changes up. You see, I stay long enough where you think you know who I am or what I'm up to or whatever. But then I change. I can do that. So, like I said in my just recent video, matter of fact, I think I put 2 up. I already told the authorities. God told me that all the hidden help, all the men, all are moving in. Or move in. I forget how you say, as in, okay, go get them. And I don't care what time it is. This is for around the world, and you cannot run. You cannot hide. Whoever hides you, well, first of all, if you're being hidden now, they're going down too. And the ones that, like I said in the other video, I am told whoever knows anything and is just sitting back and not saying anything to the authorities or whatever, well, you're involved. You have until today. Not long. They're not telling me how many hours. But for the others, the group, could be any second. I don't know. A half a second. Maybe a minute. Don't know. But either way, You try to run, the universe and whoever else will knock you to the ground. All of you are sickening to continue and continue thinking that you can win doing this. I've been dealing with this since I was a baby. And like I said, you didn't get rid of me then. You're not getting rid of me now. One, I'm stubborn. So, I'm not going anywhere. And I learned not to be afraid of anything. I learned to be a warrior and a master at it too, with all these BS games and tricks. The only one that should be afraid is all of you, of what I can do. So put it this way. One, you have plenty of chances. And with that one where I said you better be afraid of me, if, I came for you, you better be grateful and mean it. Because I put it in God's hands. And for a little bit, I ignored. He kept saying, you better let me know. You better let me know. Finally, I said, okay. I had to tell him. So now, it's in his hands. Well, it's been in his hands, but he wasn't doing anything yet because I kept telling him to wait. And I told you in my other videos, not anymore. Because all the ones that you hurt did magic, death magic, and literally offed people. Like I said, they're being, informed why they're there. You tried to do it to me. So that will be getting tacked on for attempted murder. So like I said, if you were in jail before or prison or whatever, God got you caught thinking and hoping, you would have learned your lesson and actually thought about behind, bars or whatever it is in there. I don't know. I heard a lot about it, but I will never go there. But he also you know, somehow gave you a chance to come out. And gave you plenty of chances not to do why you were there in the first place. Or maybe, you just picked this up or whatever you did. So how is that, well, my fault or anyone else's? And how is it that, I don't know, all of us, my family and others, they go through to make themselves better, work their butts off, still come through, because like I said, everyone has lessons every day, we all went through and still going through obstacles that are natural, not through magic. But how is it that we're doing all the work and how is it that you thought that only you could benefit without doing anything? Now that one's interesting. I call it lazy and a spoiled brat. And, didn't get, knocked to the ground by a parent who was trying to help. I'm not talking about the ones that, led you through there. You decided to follow that path. I'm talking about a parent, who had structure, discipline, made sure to bring you up right. But no, you chose a path that they told you not to hang with that crowd, whatever, how it may be. I seen it all. And as I was growing up, I've also seen, oh, I'm going to marry a rich guy because they heard it. I said this in my other videos. Oh, I'm going to, make sure I spend all the money and get this, get that, and not lift a finger. And my man will work it to the bones and I collect all the money. Well, that's how you guys are. I might not know any of you, but because I know who yous are now, which in due time I will splurt it all out, but you'll make it public first, and then I'll just continue it. But with some, I got all the information. And that's how yous are. Go from one, whoever has money or whatever, but still hang with, the ones that low vibing or whatever who steal, but gets pissed because you're not providing them either, whatever, how it goes. I really don't care. You all know what you do, and and everybody's noticing. So I figured, let me put the romance scammer out there. That's what you're pretending to be now. Well, you always were. And I always thought that, but I was told to put it out. I don't know how it is with your cover up. Well, you think it's a cover up, but anyway, if you actually, do the man and woman with the same person, I don't know, but I know you did it with me, pretending to be whoever's name you used. But again, I really don't care. And I'm going to make sure it's out there. How yous work. I never did anything to any of you. Except when you zacked it up, I said goodbye. And I don't use goodbye. And that's when I left. And I think only once, you texted again like an idiot. I answered. But then I said, you start up again? Because you started to be nice again or whatever. I mean, I would have talked to you, when you were doing nice. I was trying to help. But I told you that I was going to leave. And that's when my team blocked you. When I asked them to. But I'm not going to get all, really into it. One day, I'll, say exactly. But bits and pieces, or whatever they give me, what God gives me, I'll put out. Oh, yeah. And on pages that is well, I don't know if it has any tarot reading or not. I don't know. But on that platform, I'd like to know how am I getting, oh, we need to talk. There's so much, you need to know, or something like that along the lines. And then you give this outrageous price and all that. Well, you came to me. So why would I pay you? Especially for that outrageous. For what? To let me know? More lies? Because, like I said, You knew I was on this platform. So you figured you'll go over there and pretend you're one of them or whoever that was, I don't know, thinking that I wouldn't know. First of all, you came to me. And then in the beginning, before I started doing videos, you started. But not only with me, but it was intended. But you had to, like with all the platforms. It's interesting. And what is really funny is with the name that you were using, the funniest part is you were too busy, and I even said that. You were too busy speaking to others, probably to see who will answer first or whatever, or, trying to answer. But when you came back, you forgot who you already asked that question. And then you forgot what name you were using. And you started talking about the name that you were using with me. A whole bunch of lies. That one was funny. And I didn't say anything. I ignored it. That was funny, though. Thank you for the laugh. I said that you needed help or whatever I was trying to. And with some of you, before I realized or whatever, because that was the time that, I'm not going to get into it, but that's when I was down or whatever. And I started, you guys actually, because you were nice or whatever, how you would say, you actually helped me. But then when I started going down or whatever, you guys actually helped me, out of it or whatever, whatever you did. I guess how I was speaking, I don't know. At that time, I didn't know what was going on. So, everything I went through, I'm going to make sure it's out. Everything that, that I remember, they're helping me remember when God tells me. So, I will say, everyone, when you get all that, and they start saying, oh, I love you, whatever, they're trying to be the romance scammer. And it depends. They might ask for whatever right away, or they might, the next day or maybe a week. I don't know. But whoever they are, and sometimes what name they use, and the first time that you get it, they work around that person. And I guess, they got pissed off or whatever. I don't know. So they need to, do something to bring down this person. I'm assuming, they got hurt feelings. Their feelings hurt because, like I said, with one of them, she follows them around like a puppy dog. And sometimes I guess does the videos. I don't know. Because I don't get much of that anymore. But that's what I was told. So either way, last night or whenever, it was morning for me, but it's like afternoon. I don't even know what time it is. I mean, it's still, well, late morning, but I guess last night, that was your last day. And what was that? Tuesday, I think? Yeah, Tuesday, I think. I don't even know what today is. But whatever. You're still going down. Some might have went down anyway. It didn't matter what time it was. That was good. So, came on to say that message and to warn everyone else. About they go back and forth, to cover up what they're actually doing, with the magic, or, to keep people away. Well, they think they're keeping me away, but, they think that they can, figure me out. They think that they know who my DM is, et cetera, et cetera. So they go back and forth, being a romance scammer, with a fake name. It depends, who they're talking to. Or then they say, oh, I need to speak to you, with a reading and all that I went through and all that I saw, or, I have a good vibe on you, and I see, I don't know, not danger, something. First of all, when never heard of that person that you used for to get a reading, first of all. And the other one is, I didn't give you permission to, take out cards on me or whatever it was, to ask me if you could do a reading. And that's how you asked, can I do a reading on you? I saw, and you start telling me, and then you end it there. And I'm like, well, what do you need to tell me? Well, first you have to pay this outrageous price, and then I need this information and this, and who and what. Okay. And then when I deny you, you go a little bit lower. Well, that's up to you if you don't want to. Well, you can stick with your karma. And meanwhile, I'm laughing. I don't have the karma. You do. See, I love those ones. Telling me I have the karma. I have this negativity around me. I have this negativity around. Yeah, I know I have a lot of negativity around me, but I know how to keep it away. And most of the time, it's all of you that's around. But not anymore. You can even get close. But I still know and feel what you're doing. And all of you thought I was naive and stupid. Oh well. I guess I shocked you, which I love doing. Every once in a while, I like to shock people. But this shock is going to make you hit the floor, especially if you try to escape, because my man is all around you and ready to move in. So, in that whatever, it's time for me to go. I have some stuff to do and get ready for. And, I guess I'll put warning to all, because it's kind of a warning. Remember, when somebody, comes in, hi, how you doing, where you from, whatever, and then all of a sudden, you talk to them. I'm not saying it's everybody, and not to talk to anybody. But when they, talk to you and say, hey, where you from, whatever, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden they'll say, oh, I love you, and then they'll continue it, and then all of a sudden ask for money. That's a romance scammer. And somewhere along the line, whose ever name that came to you first, or whatever, how you, I mean, you know, you have to use your intuition, how it came to you. But it could be, like I said, people whose name they're using, they work around them. So, whatever how, because I know how mine started. And how they work. But they got way too many involved. Way too many. But the thing is, you know, I know a lot of people too. Okay? But I don't take revenge and call everybody up. I mean, they're protecting me all around. You know, they know who calls, they know who texts, they know how, whatever. And because all of this started, don't you think that, you know, everyone is all on you? You thought you were all on me. I know a lot of people, like I said, all over, around the world. And it was done that since I was little, especially when I turned 15. And it's not only on me. But I only know about it. And most of them I don't know who they are. They know me and all of us. And the ones I do know, oh, whoops, I don't remember them now. I don't know who they are now. I know I have their names on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember now. But my team here does. And no way am I asking them. So, the game's over. I have a new game. And you'll find out afterwards. Anyway, I was supposed to come on to let you know about all this. So I did. And it's kind of long. But hey, whatever. More messages to let me know what you're up to. I'm putting it up. But whatever. Anyway, sending lots of love and peace around the world. Ciao.